What is up, everybody? Hold on, where's my chat? Hello? Oh, there it is. What is going on? What is going on? Nixon 4, Nixon 4, bro. Explain the TPT rules in drawdown. It's just trailing drawdown, same like Apex. It's trailing drawdown until 2 grand. After, well, on 150k, it's going to be a little bit higher. So it's check their rules on what the 150k is. I only use the 50ks. So on the 50ks, it's 2k. 2k. Once you're past it, no rules. No rules at all. Daily payouts, no rules, nothing. Okay, guys. I have, for the evals, no, evals is no trailing drawdown for evals. Guys, I have some important updates for you guys. Now, what you guys will see here is 5 accounts. Okay, you guys will see 5 accounts over here. All right. Now, I've pretty much been trading these one at a time, okay? I told you guys that I'll be trading these one at a time just because price is kind of ass and I don't feel like trading all 5 at the same time because it's too risky. I do have a plan to trade all 5 and that will be down here, okay? And I'll show you and I'll talk about these levels in a little bit, all right? But we should probably pause the music here real quick, right? Because we're about to drop some, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, so a few updates on the accounts, okay? So account number 1 that you guys see all the way up here, this is, so if I go over like this, right? You guys will see that this is an eval. The rest of these are all fundeds right here, okay? And then I have more sets of evals under, but this is an eval. And the reason why is because I blew a funded. Okay, I blew the funded. One of the fundeds I blew. Trading New York, of course. So that one funded is gone, so I replaced it with its own eval. This one is $400 away from being passed. So, you know, we have that. Cool. This is obviously, the rest of these are all fundeds. This funded right here is now past the buffer. Okay, as of this morning, I put out a trade this morning in the Discord, and as of this morning, this account is past the buffer. So boom, that's account number 1 past buffer on the way to payout. Okay, so anything over 52k we can take. You know, so we'll be trading on this one soon. The second one right here that you guys see is $915 profit, which we just took the trade. For this one, I took this long right here. We took this long. Right here, this long. Okay. Took this little baby long. And, okay, why is it doing that? So this long made us $915. I got out of that trade because of trailing drawdown. And so, obviously, you know, we have another $1,100 to go for this account. Okay. These 2 accounts are still brand new, untouched. And we will be touching these accounts very soon. So that is the current look for these accounts. All right. And that is where we are at. All right. Now, I'm going to do a quick breakdown, right? Real quick breakdown. Did a weekly outlook with the Discord earlier on Sunday, right? Sunday night, we did a weekly outlook. And so I'm going to just quickly run you guys through that real quick. Okay, so all in all, this week is CPI week. So on Wednesday, we have CPI. On Thursday, we have PPI. Okay, so what does that mean? What exactly does that mean? If we have a Wednesday or Thursday news, what does that mean? Can somebody tell me what that means? Somebody who's not in premium. What does that mean as far as weekly profile? We have news. The first news event of the week is on Wednesday, right? and it is CPI. So what do we expect for this week? Somebody that's not in premium and doesn't already know the answer to this, what does that mean for the weekly profile? I'm looking for an answer for weekly profile. I know it's going to be volatile. I know it's going to chop. I know all that. Weekly profile, what does it mean? Nick, are you in premium? Nice. Good job, guys. Wednesday high of the week, right? So the ideal scenario here is going to be either Tuesday or Wednesday high of the week, right? Tuesday is a potential because we could reach into a potential higher time frame PDRA on Tuesday, and then it would go lower through Wednesday, right? Or the CPI news is what makes the high of the week on Wednesday, right? But regardless, after tomorrow, we are looking for shorts because Tuesday or Wednesday is high of the week, okay? The reason why we're bearish, obviously, so number one is going to be because of this candle here, right? This candle here. We are going to be anticipating some sort of continuation through for this move here, okay? So that's number one. Number two is the monthly chart, right? Monthly chart. We have a monthly fair value gap down here, okay? So this is kind of like the theme at all-time highs, right? This is what price does at all-time highs. So we have a previous all-time high right here. Okay, we have a previous all-time high right here. Once we break past it, right, it becomes a previous all-time high. So let's break past. Okay, cool. So this is a previous all-time high right here. And then we have a monthly fair value gap right by the previous all-time high, right? So what do we expect price to do? We expect price to obviously come back down through that area into the monthly fair value gap, rebalance the range, and then back up towards new all-time highs, right? So the pattern is the exact same. It does not change here at all. I don't know why it's logging me out. But we have previous all-time highs, okay? Right here, previous all-time highs, and a monthly fair value gap right here. So we're anticipating a move into this monthly gap and then a move higher out of the monthly fair value gap. So overall, that is the midterm draw here, right? For this month, we need to go lower into the monthly gap and then higher from there. I have some levels inside of here that I would like for you guys to mark on your chart, and I will zoom in. Okay. What is the zoom here? 120. Okay, 120 is the zoom. All right. Okay, you guys should all be able to see these numbers, okay? Make sure you guys have these levels on your chart. Okay, level number one, I'm going to run through them real quick. Level number one is the daily FVG, okay? This is a daily fair value gap. So this level that I have, 28032.75, is inside of the daily fair value gap. That's level number one. Make sure you guys have that on your chart. Level number two is going to be 27462.75. This is a level that I have inside of a daily, a weekly, and a monthly fair value gap. Okay, this is the first level that we have inside of the monthly fair value gap, lines up with a weekly gap, lines up with a daily gap as well. Okay, and then the last and final level we have here is 27044.75. Okay, this level is obviously going to be inside of this monthly fair value gap. And then we have a weekly gap that comes pretty much right after we hit it. So definitely a level to watch as well. All right, so those are the three levels that are going to be super, super important here. I'm going to have a bullish bias, right? I'm going to continue to have a bullish bias unless we come all the way down here and get a monthly FVG fill. And if we get that, we effectively have a monthly inverse fair value gap, which means that we have a higher time frame structure shift to the downside, and that we are going to be expecting a rebalance of this range, which is extremely, 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 extremely unlikely in my opinion. So I think that this is only going to go higher after we get this retracement, all right? So that's the overall look, right? That's the overall look. The look for this session here specifically is going to be a continued move higher. Why? Because we just discussed it. Tuesday or Wednesday high of the week is the weekly profile. So that means that we need to go higher here. We need to take Monday's high. So that's why I am right now, I am bullish into these highs, right? We're going to inverse this hourly gap at some point. We already bounced out of this 4-hour gap, so it's looking like a very, very nice trade. We already have a 15-minute change in state of delivery from down here, right? We have a 15-minute change in state. Like everything looks good, everything looks solid, and this has no reason to not continue higher. So at 10 p.m. here at the open, I'm going to be looking for a little bit of a move lower, and then I'm going to be looking to long. I am going to be trading this account here, the account that is $915 in profit. So you guys see that selected right here. We have $1,581 of drawdown. This is a funded account. So the goal here is to make $1,100 or more and get above the $2,000 buffer so that this account no longer has any trailing drawdown either. And then we move on to the next, right? So it's just we're attacking one by one, getting them past the buffer so they no longer have trailing drawdown. And then we copy trade all 5 together with much, much smaller size, right? Because right now I'm going to be using a mini to 15 micros, maybe even 2 minis per trade on these fundeds because these are the early stages of this funded, right? And I've told you guys on TPTs, I size pretty aggressively early on into the account because the goal is to just get past the buffer. Once you're past the buffer, life is great on a TPT account. Okay. So yeah, that's what we have here. Daily FVG that needs to get tagged. Yes, correct. So that's more than likely where we put in the high of the week is going to be inside of this daily FVG, right? So whether we make it here today on Tuesday or whether we make it there on Wednesday tomorrow, or sorry, not tomorrow, on Wednesday when the CPI news drops, we'll see. But that daily gap is more than likely where a high of the week is going to get made. Okay. So, yep, that's what we're looking at. All right. What's good, Dylan? Why not take the shorts now? I mean, what a kind of question, dude. So, yeah, that's going to be the move here. All right. So TLDR, the bias is very simple. Long, then short. Long, then short. Okay? Very simple. Long into the daily fair value gap. Look for shorts coming out of the daily fair value gap. Very, very simple. So no shorts for me until 29,740. Once we are past 29,740, I will then look to switch my bias from long to short, and then we start going short from up there. All right. Yeah, that's it. So let's see what this session holds for us. This 15-minute candle is about to close. We have a massive 15-minute gap directly below us, which could set us up for nice longs as long as the following 15-minute kind of chops around or stays in this area. It sets up the 10 p.m. manipulation leg into this 15-minute gap really, really nicely. Okay. Now, I am going to give a bit of a warning here, okay? Again, on these TPT accounts, right, specifically this one that I'm trading, I'm going to be sizing heavy, all right? I'm going to be sizing heavy, right? That's just how I trade these TPT accounts because there is no consistency rule. So that's how I trade them. If your portfolio or the account that you're trading does not allow for you to size the way I'm sizing, manage your own risk, okay? There is a very good chance with the size that I'm using that the account can blow if the trade doesn't go in my favor. So make sure if you are not in a position to just be able to lose the account that you size lighter, all right? Okay, new 15-minute candle open here. Absolutely ruthless pump. No pullback, no move sideways, nothing there. So the best trade here is going to be taking place on a 15-minute fair value gap. If we can't get a 15-minute fair value gap, I'll drop down to the 5, and then I'll try to get something here on a 5-minute. But I think the best looking trade here is going to be from like 445 area, 29,445. We're not too far. So if we can get down to 445, I would like to take some longs around that area and then go higher from there. It's also right at the daily open. So like, yeah, looks good. Definitely looks good. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see, boys. 525 gang storage level may give us an entry if we open FVG. 525. Yeah, we just tapped it. We just tapped it. Entry long, you mean, or entry short? Because 525 is like where we're trading right now. I'd like to go a little bit lower for entry long. Ooh, let me turn my music back on. 455. See, I like the 455 a lot better. I like the 455 one a whole lot better, yeah. Yeah, 455 long, I like that. How's the entry at 29,380? 380, this one right here, like these longs that we took? Is that what you're talking about right here, Joey? What are you talking about? Oh, you are long from 29,380. So from down here, yeah, that's a good entry. Solid entry. Because this was a 15-minute change in state of delivery right here. So yeah, very nice entry. I like it a lot. Solid. I would hold that all the way up to previous day high. That's the draw. That's where price is going. So if you don't have like trailing drawdown or anything, hold that bitch all the way up into fucking the draw and liquidity. Trail your stop loss if you need to. Remember, at 10 a.m., it's going to pull back a little bit most likely, right? Don't let that shit fucking, you know, don't let it phase you out of your trade, right? No emotions. Plan the trade the plan, take it up to the previous day high. PM? What you mean PM? PM. Oh, I said 10 a.m.? Oh, sorry. My fault. My fault. I took 1 mini. I'm up 4K on 5 accounts. Let's go, bro. Hell yeah. Hold that shit. How long are you holding on to trades in general? We usually try to trade the daily move, bro. At least like a 4-hour expansion. So for, you know, usually at least an hour is typically how long we hold a trade for. Same trade, but took it to the 29,482. All right, so you got out, huh? It's all good. Only have like 5 days to pass these TPTs. Full pour every trade. You don't have to full pour. You could half port it. You could half port it, bro. Bias for the session. Dean, I did a full bias breakdown at the start of the stream. So go over to the start of the stream, Dean, or anybody that hasn't heard the bias breakdown for... I literally gave you guys a full weekly outlook and the bias for this session. So just go back to the start of the stream and rewatch that. It's a full bias breakdown, weekly outlook, the levels I'm looking at, the levels I'm looking to long, the level I'm looking to short, all that. Everything's there. Go to the start of the stream. Yeah, Bam, I'm not going to lie, bro. You could definitely, like, half port. I think he said something about shorting it. I don't think it's working out. Yeah, I said shorting it after we get up there. We're longing to up here. 10 to 20. To be honest, Bam, if you just use the... If you just use like 10 minis, or sorry, 10 micros to 15 micros, you can easily make fucking $1,500, bro. Easily. Like, with ease. With copious amounts of ease. Use code key for my last 50% off on Lucid. W, bro. See, you see what you did, Ken? Now you're guaranteed to pass, right? So not only are you guaranteed to pass and get a payout because you use code key, you also got a free PDF, right? My PDF, you got it completely for free. You just got to do exclamation mark PDF in the chat, and you automatically got entered in the giveaway for free. I mean, you don't get that anywhere else. I burned my account on that wick at 7:30. At 7:30. 7:30. Oh, this one right here. Okay. Burn my account on that wick. You have any TBTs to give away? I've never asked you for anything. I've been with you for 4 years. Dude, TPT giveaways are like a little different. Like, I honestly just give them money for TPTs because TPT doesn't give me any codes to give away. Like, it's impossible to do giveaways with TPT. So yeah, I mean, are you in premium, FF trader? You said the 15-minute entry doesn't work. How are you going to try 5-minute entry? What is the 5-minute entry model? Same thing. It's just going to be a 15-minute gap. Or sorry, 5-minute gap. There just won't be a... there won't be a, like, actual entry. We'll free ball an entry, basically, because the draws is super strong. What's up, Ariane? Did you kidnap AJ for codes yet? Dude, they gave me the codes. They gave me 10 codes. I gave all of them away. I gave them all away, bro. I need to get some more codes for this month, though, dude. I should probably hit up that guy. What was this dude's name? I low-key forgot his name. Fuck, what was this dude's name, dude? What was my... Guys, what was that guy's name from Lucid? Oh. Wait, this is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it. All right. I just asked them for more codes. Let's see what they say. They might tell me to fuck myself. You gonna run a discount for premium? I mean, maybe, bro. Maybe. Like, chances are probably not. I was in your premium with a monthly for like 5 to 6 months. Had to leave, but I want to join back. Do I got to pay the whole lifetime price again? I mean, probably, bro. I don't ever do I don't ever do discounts, like, ever. As you guys know, maybe I'll do one. Like, bro, I'm honestly not sure, dude. I'm not sure. I haven't done one in a long ass time, so like maybe I'll do one. I don't know. We'll see. Guys, he's talking about lifetime for my premium Discord, not anything else. TBT goes from pending to active. It will. Thomas, what's up, man? Like the stream. Yo, guys. Everybody like up the stream. Hold on. Take 2 seconds. Everybody like up the stream right now. Everybody like up the stream. Take 2 seconds. Everybody like up the stream. Everybody needs to like up the stream. We need to get some good luck flowing through our veins for this account that we're about to get past the buffer right now for a payout. Everybody like up the stream. Key, check your DMs. Where did you DM me? John Lee. Does Code Key waive the activation fee for TPT? Yes, it does. Code Key does indeed waive the activation fee for TPT. So if you don't want to pay an activation fee, make sure you use Code Key. Do I close and secure max payout or hold a bit? Bro, hold a bit. Actually, no, wait. Why would you hold a bit if you can get a max payout? Close that shit. Close that bit and get a fucking max payout. Close and get a max payout, dude. Are these fundeds? Yes, they are fundeds, guys. They are fundeds. It costs you nothing to hit the... Like, exactly. Exactly. Fire just bought 5. Nice. What's their max payout? On TPT, there is no max payout on TPT, bro. That's the beautiful part. Can you share what we get from your premium group versus this free YouTube live session? There's a ton more in the premium side. I'm not gonna lie. I don't love sitting here and like trying to sell my premium. Like I feel like a fucking, I feel like a salesman. So if you guys are ever curious about premium, the best thing to do is to just join the free Discord. You can do !Discord, join the free side and ask somebody that's in premium about it. And I'm sure everybody in there would be more than happy to answer your guys' questions. It's probably better to hear it from them than from me too, you know, because you get somebody that's actually paid for it. You get their, you know, take on it instead of mine. Is there a max on Apex? Apex, there is a max, yes. Apex max, it depends on the account size you have. It's 1,500 for 50K for your first payout, and then it goes up and up and up from there. Past 4 accounts last week. I'm ready to get this payout. Let's go, bro. Just got in for the evening. Did you discuss your trading plan and what you're looking for at the moment? Yes, Joseph, I did. If you missed the plan here, guys, go over to the start of the stream. So go back to the start, and you will be able to access the full weekly outlook that I did, the full buys for this session, the breakdown, all that stuff. Like everything is right here on the stream at the start. Ask me and we'll tell you about it. How much does it get to a pro account if you fuck up in funded? To like reset back to pro for what size account? 50K or 150K? You still do AM lives in premium? I used to watch those every day. I do the AM lives here as well, bro. I'm not doing any AM lives. I didn't do any AM lives last week. I can't do any AM lives this week because of military stuff. But starting next week, AM lives are back. So I'll be doing AM lives here on YouTube and PM lives here on YouTube, like how normal, you know, normal streams over here are. 50, it's like $600, bro. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna lie, brother. It's not worth it. Someone DM me and recommended her own platform that provide better service. You probably there's probably a scammer, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. You need it has to be somebody that has the Cobra's tag in their name. If they don't have the Cobra's tag in their name, that means it's a scammer trying to sell you some other bullshit. After reaching Apex profit target on eval, can I get payout or do I need to hit another profit target? After you reach profit target on eval, you get fundeds. And then on the fundeds, you need to hit another profit target pretty much. Finish your premium course. What would be the next step? The next step, start trading, brother. Start trading. Start implementing the things that you learned and start trading. All right, guys, here we go. 10 p.m. is time to lock in, guys. It's time to lock the fuck in. All right. It is time to lock in. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we have one 15-minute gap right here. I'm not going to lie. I don't like this one as much. This is the one that I like more. Okay. So I'm going to look to get my entries down here. However, this could potentially be an area of interest as well. Let's watch how it reacts in here. And then we go from there. Igor, what's up, brother? Are you anticipating the draw on liquidity gets hit tonight because there's no 8:30 news? Yes. Overnight, it probably gets hit. Whether that's here, Asia, or whether that's through London. But yeah, it's probably going to get hit overnight. What do you mean by time to lock in? Time to focus up, you know? Get your finger on the trigger. By the trigger, I mean buy button. Hands off tonight, waiting for my pro account to activate, but here for the vibes. Let's go, Yasi. Let's go. Now you can watch us and get stupid amounts of FOMO. You're just looking for longs? Yeah, I'm looking for longs. Yep. We're to short here for OT in the range. Yeah, not me, dude. I'm not a fan of the short here. Not a fan of the short here. Do you work your pro account one at a time, not a copy trader? So usually I copy trade all 5 of them, but I am for right now, like the way that price is trading, I'm just going through them one by one and getting them past the buffer. Once each of them is past the buffer, so that means every single one of the pro accounts are at over 52K. I will then switch to the copy trader, and I will copy trade all of them. You have your CSD marked, or what is your reference for long? Reference is going to be this 15-minute gap. One of these 15-minute gaps is going to be the reference. I'd like to see a pullback to the gap. Yeah, me too. I didn't take any trade. Hold only for the first pump or hold through pullbacks as well to set TP? It depends how aggressive the pullback is. After passing eval on Apex 50K, the target is 3K again. Cheers. Well, you don't really have a target. You have a trailing drawdown on the fundeds, and you pretty much, to get past the trailing drawdown, you need to make 2.6K, right? Or is it 2.4K? I forget, it's one of the two, 2.4 or 2.6. 2.6, I'm pretty sure. So then this is for 50K accounts. And once you're past 2.6K, you no longer have any trailing drawdown, right? So that means your drawdown is stopped at $50,000. It's no longer moving from there. So at 52.6K, you effectively have $2,600 of drawdown, okay? Anything over like 53, 54K, you can start withdrawing, right? So your max payout is $1,500. You need to make sure that you're above 52.6, right? When you take that payout. So pretty much it would be 52.6 plus $1,500. So you would need to be at $54,100 in order to get a $1,500 payout, right? So once all your accounts, let's say you're trading 20 accounts on Apex, and you get to 54,100, you can get a $1,500 payout across 20 accounts, okay, which is 30 grand, right? So you get 30 grand. Blasky, what's up, bro? I'm ICC Trends, brother. Just bought 5 evals on Lucid with your code. Thank you. W, bro. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys using my code, man. Everybody, if you guys need a code to use for any prop firms, of course, as you guys know, code key is the best code. But price target you'll be looking at for longs. Target for longs is going to be up here. 29,743. Apex will be denying payouts. They don't deny any payouts. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of load of bullshit because you can't even request a payout if you don't follow the rules. If you follow the rules, you get paid. Maybe the old Apex, they denied payouts. This one, they do not. Why long and not short? Go to the start of the stream and listen to my bias. How much can you withdraw if you get a 53,000? Nothing. I just told you guys. Apex rules updated. Yeah, they have like way better rules now. End of day drawdown accounts, no activation, 5 days, right? 5 minimum days instead of 8. What else? 50% consistency instead of 30. And on their dashboard, you cannot even request a payout until you follow all the rules. Like if you are at the payout threshold and you follow all the rules, it'll allow you to get a payout. If you haven't followed even one of the rules, then it's not even going to allow you to take the payout. You got to trade the next 5 days. Entered shorts following trend on 1 hour and 4 hour. Nice. Congrats. Do you full or half port new PAs to get that buffer? So when you guys say PAs, right? When you say performance accounts, I'm thinking Apex. So if you're talking about Apex PA accounts, no, I don't full or half port those because Apex has a consistency rule. So there's no point to full or half porting them because there's a fucking consistency. You're not going to get a payout. Even if you have the older Apex accounts and not intraday or EODs, some of them, yeah. No activation on Apex. Yep, no activation accounts are available on Apex. If you guys use code Q, you can get the 5-pack with no activation right now. It's 90% off. This, okay, so we just put an SMT with ES at this 15-minute gap, which means ES hit this 15-minute gap. NQ did not. I would still like to see NQ hit this gap. Like, that would be great. Please and thank you. I mean... yeah, we just got a 1-minute change in state there, but we have equal lows, so I don't like this that much. I'll pass on this trade. If it pumps up from here, like technically this is an entry, right? Technically, I guess. If you're going to use the SMT that ES put in here, this would be an entry off the change in state right there. So it would look something like this, right? With your stop at this low and then target, you know, whatever. But I'm going to skip out on this. Like if this goes, it goes. I'll get a later entry. But I'm going to skip out because I would still like to see NQ hit the gaps. So... yeah, I'm gonna wait, but this would be like a riskier entry, right? Like if you got profits to risk, then this wouldn't be that bad. This gap didn't get hit on MNQ. It did not get hit on NQ, like nothing. It just got hit on ES. So we have SMT down there. I read that Apex generates close to $900,000 a day due to majority traders failing. Yeah, I would say that's probably pretty accurate. Most prop firms generate a shit ton of money, dude. Done with Millitrade, finally? No. Next week. Well, yeah, like next week, pretty much. Equal lows look nice. Thought the buffer in Apex 50k accounts 2k. It's 2.6. 2.6. Just need to wait for those equal lows to get swept and then reverse to the upside. Yeah, but dude, this is a funky market, bro. Like if you guys seen how this market trades, it's a funky market, dude. It'll leave equal lows and just trade straight away from them. That's just how it does. But I mean, hey, look. We got a clear draw on liquidity up here. All right, this is our draw. So like we know price is going up there. It's just a matter of like getting that entry. Just a matter of getting that entry. That's it. Four-hour flip short and failed to deliver before flipping long, so it's a sign that it doesn't want to go. Yeah. I mean, the 4-hour didn't really flip short. It opened up and it had to go lower because there's an open, low, high close. ICT said they switched up the algo. I mean, I don't really, like, listen to what ICT says anymore, bro, to be honest. I've learned what I needed to learn, and I kind of just do my own thing. What size will you go with? A mini to 15 micros, probably. Can you bank more than 20 Apex accounts, just activate and leave them dormant? No, you can have them as evals, but you can't have more than 20 active fundeds at a time. Friday SpaceX IPO. Yep. I think, I'm not going to lie. I think that shit's going to dump because there's no way that these people... Guys, there's 400 people in the company. 400 people that are going to be worth over $10 million. Right? Brother, those motherfuckers are selling. At least most of them, I would assume, are going to sell. Unless they genuinely believe. Like, I think long-term, SpaceX is probably going to go up. But, dude, I wouldn't be buying SpaceX on IPO day or anywhere, like, within, like, 6 months of that IPO, I would not be buying SpaceX. After 6 months, yeah, I think that there's probably going to be some sort of opportunity there. But, you know... After 6 months, like when everybody's gotten out, that people who are going to get out have gotten out, you know, I think there's going to be some opportunity there. But I think on IPO day, it'd be a little silly to buy SpaceX. It's just it's a lot of hype. It's a ton of hype. They're not allowed to sell for 6 months. Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. Within 6 months is probably the best time to look to buy SpaceX. I don't know if this is going to go back down to that 15-minute, guys. I mean, we are 26 points off of that now. So, like, it's going. It's going. I mean, there's, like, a few different entries you could take here. Lower risk. Like, this is a potential entry. If I was to take this with 10, I'm risking $350. I don't know if that's... I'd rather just wait for this. You know what I mean? Rather wait for something like this. I'd try this out with $370 of risk here. $300-ish of risk. Okay, I would try that out. And then the second trade, if this fails... is gonna be inside of here, like somewhere inside of here. I would try out this trade, you know, let's just say like that, for example. But yeah, I think the ideal trades for me are gonna be taking place inside of these 15-minute gaps. This might just be too risky for me, even though this account is up $915. The trailing drawdown is what I'm worried about. Does SpaceX make money? I thought they were just blowing up expensive rockets. I don't know, dude. I don't know. All I know is I'm not buying that shit. I'm not a buyer. I'm not a buyer. No thanks. Okay, here we go. New 15-minute. Let's see if this one's got some juice. Let's get down in here, at least into the first 15-minute. At least. This 15-minute also looks very, very good to flip bullish. So, you know, if I get a nice entry inside of this first 15-minute, right there. I mean, right there. So let's see. Can I get like a rejection block entry inside of here? I'm down to take it. This 15-minute looks like it should flip. Looks a little flippy. There's the rejection block. I'll try that. I'll try that. Super, super tight. Super, super fucking tight. Like, very, very tight. This, I'm not gonna lie, this probably fails, but I'm willing to give it a shot. One minute swing low is like right here. So technically you could enter off that 1 minute swing low, but I'm going to move a little bit higher. I'm just going to go there. Wait to see what this does. This entry, I don't... Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I don't want to risk this. Like, you could risk this. I don't want to risk this, though. I want some better RR. Because this up to... This is 16. It's actually not bad. RR is not bad there, either. Let's see. The 3 minutes about to close. I like the 3 minute. Okay. I was liquidity. Yeah, 1 minute change in state. That would be the later entry here. I'm trying to get an entry before the 1 minute change in state. 1 minute change in state would just confirm the trade. That's it. Okay, hold on. Can this 3 minute give me the rejection block? I'll take that 3 minute rejection block trade. I'll take that. Yeah, or not. Or it just goes. We are not bearish. We are bullish. We're looking for longs. Let's see. And okay, boom. Right. So all right, I'll try that. Limit set. TP at the I right there. Okay, let's try this. See what it looks like. I could even go 15 micros here, but I'm just gonna do 10. All right, I'm filled. I am filled. Let's see. Let us see what this does. The 1 minute change in state is where we would confirm a long trade, right? We'd confirm a long trade at a 1 minute change in state. So we haven't gotten a 1 minute change in state yet. This is just trying to anticipate a low. And then at the 1 minute change in state, pretty much I would look to move this stop loss a little bit higher and then, you know, like free trade pretty much. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to anticipate a low. That's what this is. Safer trade will be at the change in state of delivery. You're obviously going to have a little fucked up RR though, because this trade here, like if this goes full TP, we're going to realize a 37R. Up here, you're going to realize almost a 8R. Okay, so that'll be the difference. But obviously, I might take some losses trying to catch the bottom here. At the change in state, you obviously have a much safer entry. That's it. Profit target. The profit target is the daily gap. Previous day high. Looks like Wednesday high of the week. Yeah, we just got to try to... Yeah, another stop there. We just got to try to catch the trade here going up. And then I'm pretty confident that I can catch the trade coming back down. I think the trade going up is going to be like the bitch here. But let's see. Let's see. New change in state, by the way. Down here now, by the way. New change in state of delivery. 9 minutes left in this 15 minute. Let's see. I'd like to see at least 440. I'm trying it out here. I agree. I prefer the lower 15 minute fair value gap, right? So 440 is inside of this lower 15 minute, which I prefer. However, if we get an entry from here, I'm not like opposed to that either, right? Like I'm fine with getting an entry here too. That's totally fine with me. You trading funded accounts? Yeah. Trading these TPT fundeds, trading TPT fundeds at the minute. This one's a little higher risk. $450 a risk here on this one. No change in state of delivery there. Not yet, at least. Two-minute RB looks good. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Consistency rule for Lucid 50K funded. It depends if it's a flex or pro or all that stuff. Bearish 15-minute RB. Don't really care about it. Don't really care for it. Like I'm not entering any shorts. Not entering any shorts. This is gonna go to previous day high, guys. Like this is gonna go up here. That's the draw on liquidity. That's where this thing is going in either this session or Asia or London session. It's gonna do it. So only longs here for me. Only longs. All right. Whether it's from here, whether it's from the lower gap, only longs. There's that 2-minute rejection block there. See if maybe this can bounce. Let's see. Bro, what? This guy said 15-second chotch. 15 second? What are we talking about, man? 15-minute RB flushes down to at least 50% of the leg, then go up. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this has enough enough weakness. Because look, this move down is super like. There's a lot of weakness in this move down. I mean, you could see like just the angle of this move here. Like this is gonna get a breakout to the upside here. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a fat breakout straight to the upside. You can tell by just measuring like the angle of this move. So like, do I think that we can build low resistance liquidity all the way down to 50% of the range? I mean, I don't know. That's tough, dude. I think maximum, like max low would be like this 430s. And I would like to see a move up from there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, that's the only reason why I'm saying I'm down to enter even at this area here, because there truly is a ton of strength from buyers in this area, or just in this leg down in general. There's a ton of strength here. So, you know, I'm down with trying a few trades. I already tried 2 trades here, 2 losses, but I'm down with trying out a few trades, even if they're losses. It doesn't really matter. You know why? Because when the trade hits TP, I'll make fucking $5,000, right? That's from up here. So like, I know me taking like a few $200 losses, plus this account's already in profit. It's like me taking a few smaller losses here won't bother me at all. Trying out this trade, because the TP is so far up that it would make up for all the losses and then some. So, you know, just taking like super tight RR. Okay, looks like we might go to the lower 15-minute, which is ideal, preferable. Can we consider the 4-hour wicks downward before going long? 4-hour wicks downward, so I assume you're talking about what? This one right here? Yeah, I was looking at this earlier, so 369.75. If this is what you're talking about. Yeah, completely possible for us to go down here as well. Again, we have a lot of strength, so I don't know if we can do it. You know, my ideal bounce is going to be like 440s. Like 440s I want to see bounce. Can it go all the way to 369? Yeah, it can. Would I like to see that? Hell no. I would not like to see that. So by the way, guys, now there's 3 minutes left on this 15-minute candle, right? It's slowly making its way down into this 15-minute gap. By the time it hits this 15-minute gap, let's estimate that we have 2 minutes left on the candle. What rejection block do we use? A lower time frame rejection block, or can we use a 15-minute? Probably a 15-minute, right? Because it's going to have a closure. So this 15-minute, it's super close to closing. If it can come down into this gap and hit that, get a little bit of a bounce, then we can use that 15-minute rejection block to get an entry. Should I full port options call tomorrow? No. You get mentally fatigued from taking like 2 to 3 plus trades in New York or no? I don't take 2 to 3 plus trades in New York. I usually take 1 trade in New York. What's up, Red Candles? How you doing, man? If you would, though, I wouldn't. Like, I literally wouldn't. I would not take 3 to 4 or 2 to 3 plus trades in New York. There's literally no universe where I would ever do that. How long have you been profitable for? How many years? I mean, around 5 years. Like, around 5 years, give or take. You stream New York? I do stream New York. I can't stream New York this week. I have a bunch of military stuff pretty much every morning this week. So, yeah, I will start doing New York streams next week again. But yeah, as of right now, I do have things going on in the morning, so I can't really do the morning streams. How long did it take you to master psychology? It took me a long time. It took me a very long time. Took me almost 2 years, but that was like the longest part of my trading journey is getting my psychology right. That's the longest part of really most people's trading journey is getting your psychology right. By the way, this thing is... Are we about to get a fucking change in state? We're about to get it... Dude, we just got a fucking 1 minute change in state. We haven't even gone to the lower gap yet. I mean, like, what are we doing? I don't want to try another trade in this area, but I will if I have to. Let's mark out this 15-minute rejection block in a little bit, and then let's scope it out. Chilling, playing COD and watching. Nice, bro. Which COD are you playing? I don't do ICT at all. I trade purely order flow. Just want to say thanks for your service. Thank you, said your military. I am, bro. I appreciate that. Appreciate the free live streams. Learn a lot. Thanks, bro. Like I said, last week was your last week on military. No, it's not last week. It's this week. This week is my last week, pretty much. Explain on what a change in state is. I have a whole video on change in state, guys. If you haven't watched it, I would suggest you watch it. It is day 11 of the 30-day miniseries. 29. What the fuck? Okay. So we got the change in state there, but fucking it was short of this gap here, and we didn't even put in SMT. Yeah, I mean, like, what do you even... Let's watch this 474.75. It comes down there. We'll watch that. Yeah, I mean, look, this is an entry here. It's just, look, it's a ton of risk you're putting on. 485 to 458, you're putting on a decent chunk of risk here. I'd rather enter at the 474 and then risk the 58 low, and that's me risking 16.5 points. And that's not bad, right? Like, that's, I can work with that. They knew we were waiting. I know, strong buyers. I'm telling you guys, this thing is going to go higher. Look, it's going up here. This is the draw on liquidity. It's going here. This is where price is going, all right? 743, 29,743 is where price is going, okay? It will get there. My bet is it'll get there before New York, okay? However, I need a good-looking entry here at least. Like, give me something. Like, I need something to work with. Like, damn, bruh. Bro, 9. What the hell is wrong with you, bro? ES hit 1 hour gap CE. Can you explain the end of day trailing DD with TPT eval? Calculate your profit or when your BE with plus. It calculates, so it calculates your profit at the end of the day. So if your account is up $1,000 at the end of the day, then your drawdown moves and trails up $1,000. It took me a year and a half, bro. It took me a year and a half to become profitable. Like almost close to 2 years. I think price will go to all-time high. It will go a little bit lower first, and then it will go to all-time high. Never understood SMT, I'm not going to lie. Well, good news for you, Red Candles. I have not 1, but 2 videos on SMT here on my YouTube channel. So if you just search up SMT Divergence Keyflow Trades, you will see the videos that I have here. And I try to break it down. Like, I promise you, if you watch both of those videos, you will understand SMT. Bro, can we get a pullback? I mean, fuck. I don't want to enter up here, but shit. I like, damn. That change in state, that was it. Dude, I was fully convinced that it was going to go down here at least. We were, how far was this? 11 points away from the lower 15 minute, and it just bounced. Just rage bait ass bounce, but whatever. To the moon. I do not want that pullback. Well, I do. So jumped in a bit ago with the tight SL. Okay, nice. Watching New Year versus Spurs game 3, bro. Knicks got that, brother. All day long, Knicks got that. All day long. You recommend Tradeify? Just curious on the firm? Yeah, I think Tradeify is a great firm. I use Tradeify. You guys can use code KEY on Tradeify as well and get a fat discount on there. Value here from NY is 29,600. It's gonna go higher, dude. It'll go even higher. It'll go here. It'll go 29,743. That's where it's going. Like I will bet any amount of money that this is where it's going. Right? But you know, I gotta take that bet on myself here and get into it long. However, it looks like shit inside of this range. Where's the new long? 474.75. I might even, let's see. Nice pullback. Yo, who was it that didn't want the pullback? Lord Saint. Yeah, Lord Saint. That's what you get, buddy. Let's see, 474. Will it look good enough? Will it look good enough, or is it going to go down into the lower 15 minute finally, maybe? Wow. Fat bounce off that change in state. SMT there with ES as well. Let's see what it does inside of here. Four-hour Wixie. It's 4-hour Wixie is a lot lower, bro. kind of hanging around this area here. What are the candles on the right? What indicator is it? It is the ICT HTF candles by Fadi. Free course in the free Discord. W. Yeah, there is a free course in the free Discord. This is true information. Asia move done. Gonna chop. You don't know Asia like I know Asia, bro. You don't know Asia like I know Asia. She's not done, bro. She's not finished. Key, you like honeycomb? Like when you eat the honeycomb? Is that what you're asking? I've never done that. Have you tried MFFU Pro Plan account? I don't trade MFFU anymore. I haven't traded MFFU in like 2 years. Yo, might go grab some honey? Bro, go grab some honey, dude. What are you doing? How can you tell it won't go to 4-hour Wixie? No, I don't know if it won't go to 4-hour Wixie. I have the 4-hour Wixie marked out here. It's not that I know for a fact it's not going to go there. I'm betting that it probably won't because there's a lot of strength here. Okay, we hit that 15-minute Wixie there, guys. I'm just kind of waiting to see like a closure here of some sort. You know, if it doesn't bounce here, then it goes to the lower 15-minute. Like I said, I prefer the lower 15-minute. Like, I want an entry. I'm not going to lie. I would like 440s. Maybe even 430s, dare I say. So, that's what I would like to see. But it could totally bounce here as well. Like, it could 100% do it here, too. It's another $285 a risk here if I was to try this out. I don't know if it's worth that. Especially with this 15-minute about to close again, bro. This 15-minute is about to close again. I don't know. I think it might be better to just wait. I just want to get out of my trade at this point. I'm telling you guys, it's kind of meh right now. It's kind of meh. We know where it's going. So that's the good part, right? We know where it's going. That's issue number 1 solved. We know where price is headed at least. However, the move is pretty mid. The move into that area is pretty mid. It is bouncing from that 474. Like a beautiful, beautiful bounce there off that 474. So far, up 20 points. Look at those 15-minute bodies, though. I know. I'm looking at them, bro. I'm looking at them on my other chart. It looks like shit. It looks fucking horrible. I know. Got my honey W. Look at this 15-minute buy. I already answered that. Most definitely going to explode somewhere. Yeah, I know. It is. It is 100% going to explode up. That's what it's going to do. It's going to explode up. I don't know if this wants that the lower 15-minute. It might just not want it at this point. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, Loki just might not want that gap. The way that this thing is trading right now. New 15-minute candle in 3 minutes here, guys. 3 minutes. You got a video on these key terms and how to use all the tools on the graphs properly. Well, first key term is this is a chart, not a graph. That's number one key term. Then how to use them. Dude, I don't think I have a video on how to use the terms, but if you go to my 30-day series here on, so if you go to my channel and then playlists, go through the 30-day series. I kind of look like okay. A lot of you guys can probably like attest to this. My content and the way that I teach, I'm not going to lie, is not really like geared towards beginners. It's geared more towards like an amateur trader or somebody that's like kind of knows what they're doing, and then I take them to the next level. That's my place here. But that 30-day series that I created is as close that I can, like, that's like, I can only make that thing, that 30-day series as a beginner video, and I genuinely don't know what the fuck else to do for beginner. Like, I would have to really, really dumb it down, and I don't think I have an audience for it, but yeah. Yeah, watch the 30-day series. That will help a lot. This candle's stupid. I know, this candle's kind of shit, dude. This candle sucks ass, but let's see. There's the inverse. Like, it inversed it. Fuck. Like, it doesn't look bad, bro. It doesn't look bad. That's the issue. It doesn't even look bad here. I don't think, I mean, dude, I don't think this shit is going to the lower 15 minute the way this looks right now. It wants to be bullish so bad. Yeah, this shit wants to just fucking go up. Think it heard me? Oh. Said this candle's stupid. Yeah, I know, bro. Yo, Saint, I'm looking at the fucking 15 minute on the other chart. It looks like shit. I know, bro. New 15 minute right here, guys. New 15 minute right here. Fuck, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this wants to go to the lower gap. Like, I'm gonna have to get a trade through this range again. I really didn't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to get a trade inside of this range again. Because it does not look like it wants to go to the lower gap. She looks aggressive. Yeah. Dude, the thing is that the draw is really, really strong. And price is obviously extremely, extremely fucking strong down here. Like, I mean, look, you get, yo, for my pattern guys. Ooh, oh my God. This definitely turned somebody on right here. So, like, I think this shit is just trying to be super, super bullish. But I don't know. 3 boo, bro, what? Let's see. I mean, I'm waiting. You should do some. I know, dude. Struggling entering out of discount. You don't have to enter. I mean, you could just wait. You could just watch this shit go up, bro. If the good trade, if the trade that you're looking for doesn't show up, just fucking watch it go up. It doesn't really matter. Who cares? You miss a trade, whatever. Not the end of the world. Because at the end of the day, this is not the actual move. The actual move is going to be from up to down. That's the real move. Yeah, I don't really like this wants to be bullish so bad. Why don't you take the 15-minute wick CE? I didn't like love it there. I wanted it to go lower into the 15-minute gap, the lower 15-minute gap. M5OB that gets created. Too much risk to the low there, dude, to be honest. I would take some shit like, dude, here's how I would do it. Because I'm putting on more size, like, as you know, I'm trading like a mini here, right? At a time. I would take some shit like this. Like, I would take this. Super, super tight risk. This is what I would take. And I'm content with taking this loss. You know why? Because I know I have a stupid high RR, right? Like, all the way to this high. That's the reason why I would be content with taking that. Now, am I content with taking this? This kind of, I mean, it's still like good RR, but it's not the best. I'm risking a lot. The account would blow. If I took a mini to this low, the account would blow. So I can't do that. I just gotta wait, dude. I just gotta wait. Why is that the draw on liquidity for you? Go to the start of the stream. I explained the entire draw, my weekly outlook, today's draw, everything. Explained everything. Chop till midnight? Yeah, it's possible. Very possible. What price is your liquidity, top liquidity at? It's at 743. 29,743, guys. If you guys go to the start of the stream, I gave out all of my levels. Do yourself a favor, go to the start of the stream, okay? If you haven't already seen it, go to the start of the stream. I gave my entire weekly outlook. I gave my bias for today. Like, I gave out the levels to look for, my potential long levels, the short area, everything is there. Go to the start of the stream. You so sure it's going to go up there? Very cool. I'm like beyond sure it's going to go up there. Yeah. It's 100% going to go up there. Before I see what you said, I'm anticipating that daily FVG to be treated as a bag. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Dude, can we like do something, please? Like, fuck. Just long with no SL? At this point, like, I am considering it. What did I miss? Absolutely fuck all, bro. You missed legitimately nothing. What's your size when trading NY usually? It depends. Usually 5 micros, under a mini, but like 5 to 8 micros typically. I don't like this M5 closure. Good, bro. Thank God. I need it to go fucking lower. Like, I need this lower 15-minute gap. If it can hit this lower 15-minute gap, I will long with a fat stop and I'll call a stream, bro, because I know this bitch is going higher. So I can like easily just leave it alone after that. I just got moved to live on Lucid. Haven't traded any of the firms. Any firm you recommend? TPT. Take Profit Trader, bro. Code key on Take Profit Trader. Right now, TPT, if you use code key, is 30% off, and there is no activations at all. One of the best firms out right now. These are the accounts that I'm trading, as you guys can see here. Take Pro Trade, Take Pro. These are the TPT fundeds. I started these accounts here while they were evals. I passed them here in front of everybody, and now I'm trading the funded accounts in front of everybody, and we're going to be taking these to pay out. So one of these accounts has already passed the buffer. We're working on getting the rest of them past the buffer and then to the payout. So if you guys want to trade alongside me, then you guys can grab some TPT accounts using code key at 30% off, no activation. And yeah. Nice. Let's keep pushing a little bit lower, please and thank you. Let's hit the fucking lower 15 minute. Come on. You got it. You got it. Let's hit the lower 15 minute. 4 hour at 29,920? No. No. I'm targeting the daily gap at 743. Beyond 743, I don't really give a shit what happens. As far as upside, I'm going to be flipping my bias to short at 743. Waiting for discount? Yeah, pretty much, dude. Pretty much. How about 488 entry? You could if you want to risk it for the biscuit, but I'm not going to take 488. Like, dude, I really like this lower 15 minute for the long, so I would prefer that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I see what you have at 488. Wait, do I see what you have at 488? No, never mind. I don't see what the fuck you have at 488. Dude, it does not want to come down. I mean, look at this thing. It does not want to come down. Every dump just gets bought. Every single dump just gets bought. 0.705. My 0.705 is not at 478 or 488. So you're drawing it wrong. Check Discord. Let me see. Where the fuck? Yeah, you drew it wrong. I'll show you the correct way to draw it, bro. There you go. 5-minute RB up. I mean, maybe, dude. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan. Generating LR. Yeah, we'll see. Still super bullish, like insanely bullish. Be stupid of me to just like fucking long this shit here, right? That'd be really dumb if I was to just long it. Right, guys? Like, that would be just the dumbest thing I could do, I think. I'm just martingaling. Hey, not a bad idea. Martingaling, not a bad idea. Do you take partials when aiming for high RR? Yeah, usually. Long until you're wrong. 1 micro in a dream? Hell no, bro. We're going balls deep, brother. We're going 10 micros or nothing. 10 micros, bro. That's my minimum size, 10 micros. Like I'll put on 2 to 3 micros in this bitch, bro. I will really let my nuts hang on this trade. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm that confident on this thing going higher. I just need an entry that's not dumb. And this entry is dumb. But like, it's not giving me any signs that it wants to come back to this 15-minute gap. I think maybe what might happen is that it might do it at 12, like at midnight, right? We have to have a manipulation like under midnight. So it's possible that it opens up midnight and then goes lower finally. Very, very possible. But that means we don't have a trade here for this session. Then that would be a later session trade, right? Also, I gotta be up at like the ass crack of dawn, so I need to sleep. I can't fucking be up at 12. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just buy low, sell high, bro. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Newly using micros and minis so you can take partials, not enter 10. Yeah. Yes. If you long now, we all will. All right. Now you guys can't see. Now what? So what if I just long ran it? Now you guys can't even see. Then what? Then what? We can hear. Oh shit, I forgot you can see this fucking TPT accounts. Fuck. Damn it. I'm longing this shit. I have 500 TPTs. It's worth the risk. Honestly, yeah, it probably is. Struggling to break that high. It's struggling to do anything right now, actually. It's struggling to break lows, and it's also struggling to break highs. This shit is doing nothing. Nothing of importance, at least, right? I mean, dude, we were so close to just a beautiful entry. Just a phenomenal entry. This fucking 15 minutes is going to go higher, too. Look, watch. This 15 minutes is going to go higher. I'm telling you right now. This shit's going to flip. It's going to go higher. We're going to put in an upper wick. It'll probably get through the high at that point. Yeah. Chopped, dude. Chopped. Like, what do we do? Whatever do we do here? Went along with 5 micros. Damn, is everybody long? Is everybody just long? Like, this 15-minute is going higher, right? This current 15-minute is gonna close green most likely. If not, then at least go higher. Like this should flip. It's gonna flip this. It's gonna flip this 15-minute here. It's just, dude, the entry, man. I need a good entry. Give me a good entry, please. For the love of God, give me something. All right, fuck it. We're in. Now it's... Watch it go lower now. I'm only doing 5 micros. Watch it go lower now. So 5 micros, I'm risking 245. All right, whatever. Whatever, bro. I can handle it. I can handle that. Actually, nah, fuck that. I'm going to risk like this low. This trade is ass. Like, this is a dog shit trade. Honestly, this trade sucks. I'm just risking it because I have profit on these accounts. And, like, it's whatever, to be honest. But, yeah, this trade sucks ass. Dog shit trade. I normally never take these kinds of trades, especially on live. You know what? We could do it one time for the one time. This is preparation for the degen stream. This is preparation for degen stream. That's what we're doing, all right? We're just preparing for degen stream. That's all we're doing. All right? Degen practice, yes. This is degen practice, because we got to get some practice for being degens, right? Like, because we're not degens, so we have to get some practice and see what it's like to at least be a degen first. And so we start with this trade here. We start with this trade. This is the first trade of the degen practice. We let 9 be your coach for it. He should be my coach, honestly. Yo, do we not see the irony in somebody named degen friend 69 telling me that he's shaming me for degenning? SMT indicator. SMT indicator is SMT divergences V2 by out of options. Oh my god, he changed his name. It's an indicator, higher time frame candles. It's called HTF candles by Fadi. Ooh. Are you worried about that 525 Jex at all? Dude, this is degen, bro. Like, I'm not worried about shit. It doesn't, I don't really give a fuck. You know, if it goes, cool, great, amazing, perfect. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, and I don't really give a fuck either way. To be honest, I think the best trade here will come after midnight. Like, we're going to open up midnight, and then we're going to have the good trade show up. But it's kind of sucks because I got an early morning, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up and watch that trade. Like, that's the problem. I have 2 Apex funds. One is 800 from being blown. What do you recommend I do to build it back up? To be honest, so there's 2 things you could do, right? You could take a really good setup, like an A+ trade setup. Like, for example, if we go down into this 15-minute gap and we get like a rejection block entry or a 1-minute change in state up or whatever, that's an A+. I would consider that an A+ trade setup, right? And then you could take that up, and then you could take that with like a little heavier size. Or you just take those same trades, those A+ trade setups, but you size down significantly, right? That's kind of like the only 2 ways to go about it. That's it. Can't really do much else. Personally, you know, with Apex running the 90% right now, if an account is close to drawdown, I would just risk it and I would size up and try to fucking get out of drawdown. If not, then, you know, you wait. You're gonna take sleep over money, bro. I mean, yeah, I guess, sure. If you put it that way, it kind of makes me feel like shit, but yeah, kind of have to. I just moved my stop up to this little high that we, or sorry, this little low we put in right here. That was a fucking fat flip though, like nice red to green flip. I don't know what's up with that, but it's going, I guess. I wanted a full mini. Like, I'm not very happy with this trade. I wanted a full mini here. Like, what do I make here with? I'll make 2,300. Yeah, 2,300. It's not bad, I guess. We get above trailing. I hate being in 5 micros while we are in trailing drawdown. I'd rather be in a heavier size so I can hit the 2K fast and then no more trailing. You should train the military boys to trade. One of my friends in the military, actually 2 of my good buddies, learned trading and have gotten paid out. Funny enough. So yeah, they do pretty well. They are out in the field getting fucked right now though. So GG's to them. Would you recommend a consistent profitable trader to invest in real estate? Yeah, 100%, 100 million percent. I mean, right now the market on everything is kind of shot. So like, I would feel more comfortable like being cash heavy. But I guess it, you know, it depends. If you get like a good deal, which good luck, then yeah, sure. Do you drive your sports car to base? Sometimes. Very, very rarely. Like my McLaren, I drove my GT3 to base a few times, but my McLaren I haven't taken. All right, yeah, you're getting banned, kid. Yeah, you're not talking ever again. Enjoy. Would you recommend your strat of building past the buffer for someone who is still working on first payout, or just take the payout and then work on buffer after? Well, you can't take a payout unless you're over the buffer, bro. Are these pro counts? These are pro counts, yeah. This is coming all the way back down, dude. I mean, I'm not going to take red on this trade here, so I'm just going BE. How old are you? Just curious. I'm 24, bro. Leave the military? I can't just leave it, bro. But I'm done after this week. 6 years. Do you have to sleep there? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I have to sleep there, yep. Thank you, AB. How did you do on Friday on that dip? Sorry if I missed it. I caught a little piece of the short. Honestly, was super, super mad at myself that I wasn't able to, catch more of it, but whatever. It is what it is, you know? Mm-hmm. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it. What are you gonna do for a living after the military? Bro, I don't do the military for a living. That shit pays fucking nothing. As an 11 Bravo, sleeping there, sleeping at, yeah. Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm 11 Bravo as well, so you know how it goes, man. You know how it goes. I mean, gold shorts, I don't know. I'm not looking at gold, so I have no idea. Peric money stories, no. How do you manage trailing drawdown? You're up like 800 in profit. Would you trail at 400? Yeah. Yeah, so like a good way to manage trailing drawdown, it's very simple. So let's say that you take a trade and your initial risk on the trade is $200. Okay. And let's say your drawdown is at 2 grand. So if that trade was to lose, you would be at 1,800. So your goal through that trade is to not let your trailing drawdown drop below that $200 that you were going to lose, right? So as soon as your trailing drawdown hits 1,800, that means get out of the trade, right? No matter what, you got to get out of the trade. So that's how I manage trailing drawdown, especially on these TPT accounts where I'm sized a lot heavier. Work for a financial services company that caters to the military, so I always expect extra gratitude to those who serve. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I've seen so many heartbreaking stories in my 19 years with them. Yeah. Yeah, man. Can you explain that one more time? Bro, just go back in the stream. Guys, you guys know you can go back in the stream, right? I'll take rewind for 500. Chaz driving my question. Are you allowed to flip 3 days on TPT for like $1 to pass? Yes. Yes, you can. You can. So technically you could pass it in 2 days, right? You could make $3,000 in 2 days, and then the other 3 days you just flip one micro in and out. Yeah. Would you recommend trading or the military to somebody? You know what? It depends on your situation. The military can be very beneficial depending on your situation. I will be honest with you guys. I'm glad I'm getting out because I don't support anything that this administration is making the military do at the current moment. So if I had an option to sign up right now, no chance in hell I would ever sign up. Like zero chance. But back when I joined, it wasn't as bad. Again, it depends on your situation, dude. Like, for me, it ended up being almost pointless for me because I didn't end up going to college. So, like, I didn't use my GI Bill. Like, I didn't use any of that stuff. The only thing I got was a bonus. And I was able to use my bonus, and that was cool. But that was it. So, if you're going for, like, a 20K bonus, that's kind of stupid. Don't do it, right? Like, but if you're going to, like, have your college paid for, health insurance or whatever, all these other benefits that you get, then yeah, sure, cool. It's cool. Somehow, this absolutely shit trade is playing out. Crazy to think that if I would have enlisted when I graduated high school, I'd be close to 20 years already. Yeah. See, that's really the way to go. To like properly get the full benefits of the military is to do the 20 years. That's how you like really get all the benefits. Pension and all that. How about if you just join because you want to defend your country and protect it? It's not even about that, bro. It's not about that. You're not defending your country. Our country is not under attack. What we are doing, what the U.S. Army is doing is overseas. It's not our war to fight because we're not under attack. So, like, you know, look, if somebody was to come to the United States, which they never would, right? If somebody was to come here and there was a war on our land, you don't even need the military, bro. People will just take up arms like from anywhere, right? Like, I genuinely feel that you don't have to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will fucking come out of the woodworks with fucking shotguns and shit and like ready to just, you know, like that's how it is, but it's not going to come here. So, you know, anything we're doing right now is not to defend our country. I'm gonna piss off the big net? Probably. I like you, seriously. I'm glad I found your channel. I genuinely appreciate what you do. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. They would never attack the U.S. simply because of the Second Amendment. Yeah, 100%. 100%. They wouldn't. Hold this to PDH or close some partials. I'm in 5 micros. I'm holding this all the way to PDH, dude. I'm holding this all the way to PDH. You're right here with this version of you. 4 fresh 25k funded accounts. How should I trade them? I have a full scaling plan for 25k, 50k, 150k in the PDF. So 21-day win streak. How can I go about sizing up? Use the scaling plan that I have. Each $1,000 that you make in buffer or balance, you add $150 of risk. That's it. How are you? Didn't see you last week. I was here last week. I can appreciate where you're coming from, but maybe it's a good idea that we take seriously the dudes that have been chanting death to America and would love to vaporize our cities beforehand. I agree. I mean, whoever's saying that, I mean, I don't know who the fuck is saying that, but yeah, 100%. Fully agree. Made $1,200 off the Wixie. Now my Apex funded is at 52,000, and now I have an eval on the same trade as you. Nice. Let's go. How can we access that PDF? Exclamation mark PDF. Exclamation mark PDF. I haven't moved my stop yet, but I probably will soon. Like, I just need some strong closures above this high that we haven't gotten yet. So, like, if we can get some strong closures above this high, I would be more than happy moving this stop loss, but I can't yet. Guys, these are fundeds. Chances of us dropping tomorrow. Chances of us dropping either tomorrow or Wednesday are pretty fucking high. Pretty high. I'm gonna look to get out of this trade here sometime soon if this doesn't get a bounce. I'm gonna get an aggressive trail. Can't let this draw down and go too deep. All right. Okay, stopped in profit. I mean, like, I don't see another entry here for myself until, or unless we go to this lower 15 minute, and I don't like anything else. This is going up here to the previous day high. That's our draw on liquidity. So this is going up to 743, right? 100%. It's just very, very shitty inside of this range as far as getting an entry. I mean, if it can come down to this lower 15 minute, that would be phenomenal. Like, I would love that. This would be the time to do it too, because we have a nice sweep of these Asia highs. Like, it looks good to potentially do it. And we have 30 minutes to midnight as well. So, all right, listen up, guys. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. If you guys are new here, I'd stream every single night at 9:30 p.m. Starting next week, we're going to be on for 9:30 a.m. as well. So yeah, 9:30 p.m. tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Love you all. Good night. Oh, by the way, longs after midnight. Longs after midnight, all right? Long up to 7:43. Thank me tomorrow.